News Channel 11 Sports.
A dramatic night under the lights at Richmond Raceway, where the NASCAR Cup Series held its penultimate race of the regular season with playoff spots still on the line. One driver not only rose to the challenge, but delivered a statement win. Austin Dillon powered his way back into victory lane, winning the Cookout 400 at Richmond Raceway. The driver of the number 4 Chevy led 107 laps on his way to the checkered flag, his first win of the 2025 season. This time, no controversy, unlike last year's Richmond finish. Dillon left no doubt, holding off Alex Bowman in the closing laps, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, and Austin Cindric. They rounded out the top 5. For Dillon, the win was a must, entering the race 28th in standings. His only shot at postseason was taking the checkered flag, and Saturday night, he did just that. The ETSU Buccaneers held their last big scrimmage of fall camp yesterday morning, at William B. Greene Jr. Stadium. And while the offense continues to piece itself together, it was the defense and the run game that stood out. Yesterday's scrimmage was all about in-game situations. Each snap, the players knew yardage needed, downs left, and how much time was on the clock. The Bucs defense set the tone yesterday on field with several goal line stops, but head coach Will Healy saw some key offensive standouts. After just a few snaps, he sat running back Devontae Houston, content with what he saw on field. But some of the more notable standouts came from the Bucs tight end core, particularly redshirt freshman Vashawn Knowles, with some questions still up in the air about how the team's new offensive coordinator Cam Aiken will utilize the more hybrid players in his system. Healy says he's confident in what he's seen on field so far.
The surprise of camp has been Knowles. I think he's a really good player. And then we were able to add those other guys. I think our tight end room is really good. We've got to play with the consistency. Like we're not the surprise anymore. Now we're counting on you to be really good. And I think Cam's had plenty where, you know, he's seen it enough. If you've got a weapon out there, we've got to be able to find ways to be able to use them.
Defense, we wasn't giving up too much. We was on the 1 yard line. We had stopped them at the one yard line like 3 to 4 times. It's basically like that's the standard. Like that's what we do every day.
It's kind of hard to, you know, stay in the moment when, like, you look at it, you know, the game coming up, but there's still work to be done. There's still things to do to prepare, and I'm just trying to stay level, but I'm really getting really excited.
Devontae Houston wasn't the only one excited at William B. Greene Jr. Stadium yesterday. The Bucs hosted their annual Meet the Team event, where fans of all ages came out to see their favorite players. In addition to autographs and photo ops, fans had the chance to take part in passing drills, field goals, and even enter into a giveaway for prizes like an Xbox, headphones, or even a game-worn jersey. Oh, if only I had entered that raffle. The event served as an opportunity to meet the faces behind the helmets and rally the community around the team.
I think it's very special. It's really cool for me, but more importantly, it's really cool for my 8-year-old son to come out here and see these guys. And I mean, these guys are kind of like gods to kids, and it's a really cool father-son thing. And to have my nephew here makes it even more special. So,
oh man, it means a lot, especially like for the kids and like the younger people. Because I remember I was like younger, looking up to like the college guys, and I always wanted to go to college and play ball. And I remember how it felt when they used to talk to me, and now that I'm one of those guys, I try to, you know, reach out to the kids. And just, it means a lot when you have like the community behind you. It makes you want to go a little harder. You know, it's bigger than ball.
The Bucs are now looking to see that same community support in their season opener against Murray State Saturday, August 30th. Over to Rocky Top. Jackson Ross is getting ready to enter his 4th season with the Vols. Back when he was first getting ready to arrive, he had mentors like current Chicago Bear and former Iowa Hawkeye Tory Taylor, who kind of helped him through the process. Ross now able to do that for other Australian punters playing collegiate ball in America who are missing home. But that doesn't mean years spent in Tennessee make it easy, being nearly 10,000 miles from your family. However, when the 2025 season gets rolling, Ross says home won't feel so far away.
I don't think I'll ever call myself a proper native, but like I've adapted to everything really. I feel at home now. Family coming over now in the next few weeks to watch games and stuff, so being with them honestly, time's the best thing with them. Got 3 older sisters who are all coming over at different times this year, so pretty much every game I'll have someone from our family, someone from Australia cheering me on, which is great. I had one sister come over last year and one still hasn't come over, so she's really looking forward to it, so can't wait to see her there, and just seeing them before games, after games, it's great.
Ross hoping to see his family in the Tennessee season opener against Syracuse Saturday, August 30th over in Atlanta. It's that time of year again, countdown to kickoff for high schools across the Tri-Cities as we head over to Providence Academy in Johnson City, where the team is gearing up for a historic season. It's a year of firsts for Knights football. First time competing on the brand new home field and first full season as a TSSAA sanctioned program set to battle in the Division II 1A East region. Head coach Daniel Kilgore heads into his fourth season with the team and says while they may not be the biggest or most experienced team on field, they're embracing that underdog mentality that defines who they are.
And I tell our boys all the time, if you line up a visiting team or our opponent on one side of the wall and us on the other side of the wall, most people will take that opponent. But I take these guys. They're small, they're gritty, they're really smart. I roll with those underdogs, and that's my whole mission, is get these guys to love the game.
The coaching I've seen has been getting more strict, and practices have been getting harder, and I feel like we're bringing more intensity, which we lacked in the past.
The program's grown. We have 30+ kids now. Start off with maybe 20, barely any, and we stuck through. The seniors that came before us led the way, and now it's our turn to step up, and it's amazing. I love it.
The Knights plan to carry that excitement into next Friday, August 22nd, for their kickoff game against Asheville Christian Academy. 54 holes in the books at the BMW Championship from Cavs Valley Golf Club, and it was a showdown between world number 1 and McIntyre, trying to hold his first lead on American soil. On 7, this was Scotty Scheffler dialed in at the approach, setting up a birdie to move to 11 under, but Robert McIntyre had the answer at the par 4 9th. He sticks it close and, of course, rolls in the birdie to move to 15 under and keep control of that lead. But Scheffler, he keeps pressing, as any world number 1 does. A long birdie putt at 11, and then again another one at 14 that put him to 12 under. He signed for a 5 under 67, 4 shots back of the lead. But of course, McIntyre, he's showing nerves of steel over on 14, saving par and silencing the crowd with a fist pump and a shush. Oh, you can only imagine how that would play out in the Ryder Cup. Finishes with a 2 under 68 and will carry a 4-shot lead into Sunday's round. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.